Most of the time, music for League of Legends supports a project of some kind, whether it be a score for a cinematic, a theme for a new champion, an interactive music system for a new game mode. However, in some situations, music not only leads a project, but is the center of an entire campaign. This is especially true for the virtual bands of our League of Legends universe. Pentakill was the first group of its kind in League of Legends, and is a metal group made up of multiple champions like Karthus and Mordekaiser. Up to this point, they've released 2 different albums, a music video, and in-game content, so players who love the band and its music can play as those champions in their Pentakill attire. KDA is a K-pop and pop-inspired group consisting of League champions like Akali and Ari. They debuted their first song, Pop Stars, at the 2018 Worlds Finals. And they just had their comeback, releasing a new EP with songs like The Baddest, More, and Villain. Their songs have not only been resonant for our players, but also globally impactful, helping to introduce music fans to the world of League of Legends music. In 2019, during our Worlds Finals in Paris, which is a best-of-5 match between 2 of the best teams in the world, we had the opportunity to introduce a new group of artists.
Too fast, I'm moving in slow-mo. I'm a god, but I actually don't know. Maybe better put your pride aside. I'm a Benz, get more like a Volvo. Your best stuff looks like my words. Synapses, fire, and burst. Got the whole crew with me, about to do damage. You know we ain't average. I ain't gonna say this again, but it's in my time.
Their song Giants, which debuted at the opening ceremony, was a combination of elements found in hip-hop, electronic, and pop styles. The song weaved together a variety of elements from those styles, also the unique approach from each artist. Each music-centric project is different from one to the other, whether it's style, song, artist. However, they usually share one thing in common, and that's their music video. For the big single on each project, we tend to have a music video where the champions are animated and perform their song. These projects are usually very intense and can take anywhere between half a year to a full year or even more. And that's because there's a lot of different elements. You have songwriting, production, animation, artist records, and so much more. And although each project is unique, we would like to share a bit of the process behind the single Giants from True Damage. From a musical standpoint, the first place we begin is finding an instrumental that captures the vibe we're going for. I wrote a ton of different beats, and while they were all pretty decent, none of them felt exactly right. Like something that would be familiar but unexpected in its production and blended together a lot of different styles. The first part of the song that really felt right after a good amount of exploration was the verse instrumental. I had accidentally stumbled upon a low bass sound that provided a decent amount of momentum, and then I could accent that with a kick, a snare, and some other elements that are common to more modern hip-hop, using a faster tempo at 155 BPM, but accenting that halftime feel, so our snare's on 3. This is what that first idea sounded like. And eventually, what it sounded like in the final. top line and melody was critically important to this song. And once I had a decent amount of the instrumental together, from the intro to the chorus, we worked together with the really talented songwriter Harlow. She and I collaborated a bit, and she wrote some amazing melodies over the chorus, which was our primary focus point. However, we couldn't find that thing that really worked super well. Some were maybe a bit chill, others too anthemic. And eventually, what we found out was that bass line that I had written, it was cool and it reinforced the vibe that I created in the verse, but it wasn't really helping the melody in the chorus. So we changed up the bass line a bit, added in some chords to flesh out that chorus section, and found a melody that really had the energy we liked. Initially, that chorus sounded like this. But through all of our explorations, it ended up sounding like this in the final. Once we had a solid foundation of the piece together, we started to work with all of our artists on the song. They brought some absolutely crucial and electric performances that stamped the piece with its own unique sonic identity. In fact, the bridge ended up totally different than how I had initially imagined it, because of the artist's unique explorations. And during the demo phase, we had Duckworth, who rapped over the bridge, swing by the studio to record his take on my initial beat that I wrote for the bridge. This is what that beat sounded like. However, what he ended up recording was so good and had so much energy and drive behind it that I felt like the beat was perhaps a bit too chill, and I decided I needed to rewrite the whole beat to match his energy. I changed the intro to just his vocals, changed up the bass sound a bit, and a few other things to capture that magic that he brought. This is what that final bridge section sounded like.
Act out, shy and surprise. They be like, what you mean? What is your winning scheme? I got a giant team. Niggas my self-esteem. Run it back, man. They think they go hard, I'm like, come again. You run at a time and I'm busting in. While you stumbling, I got this blade in my hand for your punishment.
Thank you everyone for watching and listening to our talk on the music of League of Legends. Hopefully this presentation has given you a bit more insight into the wide variety of music that we create for League of Legends, why we approach things a bit differently, and how fun it truly can be. Thank you.